Half-Life 3 tomorrow is a question asked not actually that much because people have just completely lost hope, but the hope is back and I fully believe it. Like, I really wish I didn't. I was trying my best to stay rational, but then again, even staying rational, it's kind of obvious that there is something happening very, very soon with the amount of data mines and leakers and insiders saying that something is going to happen. Even if it's not, you know, today, it could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be early 2026 for all we know. But it's going to happen soon. You know, I'm pretty confident that, like, by this time next year, we will have at least seen, if not fully played through, the next Half-Life game, which is surreal because there's not really been any point since, like, 2007 where we've been able to say that. And so I've kind of got really caught up in the hype, and I thought I would play through Half-Life 1 again on video because it's, like, my favorite game ever. I need an excuse to do more things for the second channel, so just gonna film myself playing Half-Life, which, despite being my favorite game of all time, I haven't done a full playthrough of in years, like literally years. I've done a few playthroughs. I think like my last playthrough at all was like 2023 maybe, but I haven't done a full playthrough in, I literally don't know how long, because most of my playthroughs, including my last one, which was probably in 2023, what I always do is I go up until Zen, and I'm like, I don't like Zen, I'm going to stop playing here. But with the hype, I'm actually going to try and do the full game, complete it, start to finish. I'm going to play on hard, because normally I play the game on easy, I just kind of instinctively pick easy, even though I've been playing it for like most of my life, for half my life you could say. So I'm actually going to play on hard and give myself a bit of a challenge. I don't know exactly what format I'm going to go for this, but I'm just going to hit record, play through the game, and just, there we go. I hope the audio levels are okay. I did a bit of sort of jiggery pokery with them and they sounded okay. This is, of course, the famous tram ride opening, which I skip on pretty much all my playthroughs now because it's still cool. It's very nostalgic for someone who grew up playing the game, but at the same time it is kind of like, when I play the game nowadays, I've seen it 1,000 times and I kind of just want to get going with it. So usually I'll go into the console and type, you know, map C1A0, which is like the first chapter of the first level of anomalous materials. But you know what? It's the 27th anniversary tomorrow, which isn't an important number, but it's an anniversary nonetheless, and who knows, Half-Life 3 tomorrow? Quite possibly. So we're going to sit through the tram ride, marvel at these graphics, which were cutting edge, believe it or not. I mean, even back as a kid, playing this when I was like 5, in like 2008, it was still like mind-blowing to me, just how good this game looks. Like, I think it does look great for its time. You compare it to something like Quake, and it's honestly, it's surprising. You know, I mean, compared to something like Doom. Doom was only 5 years before this game, and it's like a world apart in terms of visuals. And then, I mean, you go from this to 6 years later with Half-Life 2, and it's like, the industry changed so much in that, like, decade span. It's kind of crazy to think about. We're never going to see anything like that ever again. Which is kind of depressing, but hey. Really though, this little like slice of like world building, like the announcement, the PAs talking about all of these facility-wide things happening, about the way everything works. You've got the text flashing up on the screen. It's so different to what games like Quake would do, where they would just throw you into the action, no backstory. You are John Quake, go and shoot things. But here it's actually like, here's this entire fleshed out world based in like aliens and science and government conspiracy and stuff, and it's just so cool. That is a misaligned texture. Game sucks. So I mean, I guess what to talk about with the opening of Half-Life. I mean, I first played the game, I remember like my parents introduced me to this game, which is wild. I think Half-Life 1 is like the only game, maybe aside from like Wii Sports and Mario Kart, is like the one game I've ever seen my mum touch in her life. And same with my dad, although my dad does play like some like racing simulators. I know he likes those, but aside from that, my parents are not gamers, and they introduced me to Half-Life when I was like 4, 5 years old, so like 2007, 2008. I was absolutely terrified of it. The resonance cascade sequence, which we'll get to in due time, like that terrified me as a kid, but not in the kind of, I wouldn't run out of the room screaming. I would just kind of be in awe of it, because it was like unlike anything I'd ever seen in a video game before. I mean, 5 years old, I was used to the likes of, you know, licensed kid games on the PS2, you know, Gran Turismo. So seeing something like that was like genuinely mind-blowing. I love how his mouth moves with the with the fucking sound effects.
Hey, Mr. Freeman, I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my file. Just one of those.
I gotta do it, man.
They were having some problems. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I'm a menace. Oh, hello. I have a friend coming to say hello. You're interrupting this riveting gameplay. How dare you? Yeah, my desk is a mess, don't worry about it. Because I pause the game, the music's probably not going to play? Oh, it is playing. Nice. Love how the HEV suit just comes with like built-in music. It's just so silly, but it's so cool. Ziggy is now laying down right next to my hand on the mouse, so gameplay might be a bit stilted because I don't exactly have full freedom of movement with my right hand now. So we're in the barrel, of course. The music's still playing. Huh, okay. Maybe that was something else they fixed in the update that I didn't realize, because usually on the Steam version of this game, as soon as you get to like a level transition, like a loading zone, it will cut the music. The music will just be cut short very unceremoniously. This game has a fantastic soundtrack. I was listening to some of it. Okay, you need to move now, I'm sorry. You're too distracting, I'm sorry. Just stay there. I was kind of like reorganizing my my just like files on my computer, and I found a folder of music to use in backgrounds, and like background music to use in videos, and I just listened to like a bunch of the Half-Life soundtrack, and man, it's so good. Again, I haven't played Alex, but from what I've heard, you know, the soundtrack, Mike Moraski, I think the guy's name is, he did a pretty good job from what I've heard. But there's a certain vibe that the first two games, and especially Half-Life 1, has with its soundtrack by Kelly Bailey. That guy is a fucking brilliant composer. They're confident in me. That's a first. I'm sure nothing will go wrong, and we'll be inadvertently dooming the human race to at least 20 years of brutal subjugation. Subjugation? Is that the word? That kind of breaks the immersion a little bit, that it's not connected to the rest of the geometry. But it's fine. I mean, aside from that little mistake there, this entire sequence, again, like, is just incredible. It's like, the fact that they made this, I think it was like, I forget who it was on the dev team, but I think it was just like 2 guys. And they did this entire sequence, or like an early version of it, like a kind of proof of concept of it, in like a day, or like over an evening. And when everyone else came back into the office the next day, they showed them it, and it was like, you know, mind-blowing. And I mean, it is fucking mind-blowing even now, like looking at it. Obviously it's dated, of course, but it's still really, really cool. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna go get my beer with Barney, bro. Oh, I can't. Yeah, they patched that out, damn it. I wanted to like fling it in there, but I have to do a less flashy and dramatic way of ending the world. Still so good. So effective. What's up, guys? We're gonna be like best friends in 20 years. Don't worry about it. Unforeseen consequences. So here's where the game really starts, of course. And I love that they kind of designed all of the disaster versions of like these hallways and these lab sequences first, and then kind of went back and said, hey, what if we clean these up and you actually, you know, you don't start the game after the disaster, you actually see it happen and you cause it, which is very, very cool. Really glad they did that. I love that this is canonically Eli. I always forget that. I also always forget that like the Barney that you play as in Blue Shift and that you see in the tram ride in this game is the Barney from Half-Life 2. Not that it really has any bearing like on that. Barney never brings up anything in Blue Shift, because obviously people are like, oh, the expansions are debatably canon, and like Eli in Half-Life 2, he's like, oh, last time I saw you I sent you up for help after the disaster. It's kind of easy to forget though, I don't know, I always forget that they did make those connections, and it's just really cool because they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to make Eli any specific scientist that you meet in this game, but it's really cool that they did. Got that trusty crowbar. The fucking sound effects of the crowbar hitting metal ingrained in my brain since childhood. Should I kill Bunny? Oh, well, he dies anyway. Damn. I say as if I wasn't also planning to murder him seconds before. But I always do kill that guy when I do playthroughs just to get his pistol. Glad they haven't patched that out. Hell yeah. Love the infinite crowbar. But yeah, like, it's just so cool that they actually went back and made, you know, these destroyed fucked up variants of these hallways existed first, and then they went back and actually cleaned them up. I think that's like so cool. Okay, so as a kid, yeah, I always got to here, and I never noticed that this opened up ever in the like hundreds of playthroughs that I did of just the first like few chapters. Never noticed that as a kid, and so I thought what you're supposed to do is come out here. I thought this was mandatory, and I thought you're supposed to come out here and like you're supposed to like run past this guy who's like a misdirect and like hang on to the railings of like the tram system. Obviously not what you're supposed to do, but I tried so much. And by that I mean I tried when I felt brave enough, because most of the time, like the first time this happened,
No, stay back, Gordon!
I remember it like scared the shit out of me, and like I couldn't do it again. I had to like if I got to this part, I had to like go to like one of my parents and be like, you do this, you try jumping across the chasm, because I can't do it. I'm too scared. I mean, I didn't go down here pre-disaster, but the G-Man was in there. Wonder who that guy is. And here we have Hound Eyes, my goats. Really hope they return. Really? Oh. You good? He's fine. He's just, he wants to get the Gibbs in his mouth. He's a little hungry, you know. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, I really hope that Hound Eyes and Bull Squids come back in Half-Life 3 or like whatever they do next, because it was kind of disappointing that they weren't in Half-Life 2. I really do like those enemies. I also always wondered as a kid why like the grunts and the controllers didn't also come back, but I mean, I guess that makes more sense because those are very reminiscent of the what's the guy's name, Nihilanth anime. I guess, you know, they could probably just say some shit like, oh yeah, when you killed an Nihilanth in the first game that killed all of the controllers, there was like a hive mind, and that's why there's none in Half-Life 2. Which, like, yeah, the controllers are annoying enemies. They're probably like my least favorite enemy in this game, but I think just like that little bit more of continuity with the first game by bringing back those enemies would have been nice. Like, it kind of sucks that, like, you know, Vorts aren't enemies in Half-Life 2. You still have headcrabs, and you do have the headcrab variants and zombies, which are really nice. No Bull Squids, no Hound Eyes, no grunts or controllers. Barnacles are back. And that's kind of it. I mean, I guess the Combine Soldiers are kind of the equivalent of like the HECU. But yeah, like not a lot of enemies really return from the first game in the future. And like Race X is like in a fucking ditch in Detroit somewhere. Those guys are never coming back. Valve is never acknowledging that ever again. Here's the famous Akira elevator, a film which I still haven't seen. But I'll get around to it one day. And of course I'm going to do the skip. Whee! Can I stop just before the, oh, shit. No, I can't. Fuck. Eat. I don't know what came over me there. I knew that wasn't possible, but I still just wanted to do it. Just to see if it was. Just to see if maybe this time it would work. Yeah, we're gonna take care of these guys from a distance. Also, I love how the enemies fight each other. In this game, just kind of naturally, like there are kind of... There's monsters that are kind of apex predators and monsters that are more prey, you know? And obviously that's different from like, say, like a game like Doom. You can get monsters to fight each other, but you have to kind of lead them into the path of another's projectiles, and that's only because other than that they don't acknowledge each other at all. But here, like, it's just another thing that makes the world feel alive, and it's just so cool that they did that. Like, it feels as though these are actual like creatures, like with an ecosystem and evolution and stuff, and it's just so like, God, I fucking miss this series. Please, God, Half-Life 3 tomorrow. I can't remember if I already said this, but I do honestly believe, like, as I'm recording this, it's the 18th. I don't think it's happening today. It could, but like, I think of any day this week, Wednesday's the most likely, because last Wednesday they did the whole hardware announcements. So like, I think Wednesday, that kind of makes Wednesday their announcement day, you know? I think it would just make more sense to have it exactly a week after the hardware announcements. And also tomorrow is Half-Life 1's anniversary, so they also announced Alex on Half-Life 1's anniversary on November 19th, 2019, so it would make sense. More sense than today. Is it gonna happen though? Is it gonna happen this week? I don't know. Like, I feel like this chance, this week has a much higher chance of it happening than like next week. I think after this week, the next most likely day is probably the Game Awards, even though it could theoretically happen at any time over the next like month or so. I mean, it could happen at any time over the next 6 months. They don't necessarily have to announce it this year. It's just that that's kind of what all the signs are pointing towards. And, you know, I feel really worried for, you know, Tyler McVicker and Gabe Follower and all those guys if it doesn't get revealed this year, let alone this week. If it doesn't get revealed this year at all, and if maybe they had to delay it for some reason, the fucking fanboys are going to be like grilling them relentlessly. Like, ugh. Some people also have the tendency to like act as if the game just isn't real at all, as if we haven't had like the just like extreme amount of like data mines and leaks and just concrete evidence that they are working on something over the past like 4 years. People are just kind of willfully ignoring it just to kind of try and get one up on the leakers, just because they have like some like already have this like pre-existing bias against them. Like, I know Tyler in particular was a bit of a dick. Like, you know, he streamed that beta build of Alex before the game released, and, you know, just kind of generally had a bit of an attitude about him. But like, to be fair, that happened when he was like 22 when he did that. That's the same age I am now. And I remember as a kid watching his videos when I was like 13, 14, watching his videos and thinking, oh my god, this guy's so old. Like, in like 2016, he was like 19 then. That's older or younger than I am now. So it kind of puts into perspective, like, yeah, the guy made like a bunch of mistakes. He did like some stupid shit, but like, he was basically a kid, and like, he's apologized for that shit like so many times on live streams, but people still have this like vendetta against him just because, like, it's mainly the TF2 community from what I see, and the TF2 community is just like super insufferable in like so many ways. No like shade to like anyone in particular, but like personally from what I see, the TF2 community is like probably the most vindictive out of like any Valve, like any like subset of the fan base. I don't know, this is a whole ramble, this is a whole tangent, but like, yeah, basically just don't be a dick. Like, if it turns out to not be announced this week or this month or this year, don't be a cunt, basically. Am I hoping, am I on my knees fucking praying that it's gonna happen soon? Absolutely. Am I gonna like start beefing with people that are like, that have like 10 times my following on mine just because it didn't? No. Like, I don't care that much. Anyway, so back to talking about the game. We have the shotgun now, which is a... What is going on with your particles? Die. Thank you. Ziggy is scratching himself, and he's on like this like chest of drawers, so it's making some noise. Just ignore it. Sorry, I was distracted by him scratching himself. What happened to this guy? Did I hit him? And he... Well, he's one with his filing cap. You can break... I had no idea you could break these. I've been playing this game for like half my fucking life. There's no way you can... What the fuck? I had no idea you could do that. You learn something new every playthrough. I genuinely have never known that you could destroy those with the crowbar. That was like a jump scare. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Am I playing like a glitched copy or something? So yeah, shotgun, goated weapon. Half-Life 1 shotgun or Half-Life 2 shotgun? I'd probably go with this shotgun, honestly. The Half-Life 2 shotgun, though, is still so good. It is one of the best guns in the game. One of the best guns probably ever used in an FPS, honestly. The one thing I kind of miss about Half-Life 1 in comparison to 2 is like the weapon arsenal. Half-Life 2's got some like fantastic weapons. Like again, the shotgun, like I just said in that game, is great. The AR2 is like super satisfying to use, but like you don't really get the amount of like experimentation. I know, Barney. You don't really get that same sense of like experimentation. Like, you know, with like the glue one gun and the Tau cannon and the snarks. Like, come on, bring back the snarks. If the snarks aren't in Half-Life 3, if I don't see a snark on Valve's YouTube channel tomorrow, I'm starting a fucking riot, I swear to God. Okay, so here we are with the freezer section. Not a section I particularly enjoy, honestly. I kind of always just rush through this one because I don't really find it that fun. Oh, please die. Jesus. I know I'm playing on hard, but like, oh my god. Bullet sponge. Like, I don't know, anything. I know that vent crawling is like an iconic part of this series, but anything to do with crouching in this game is just so like slow and tedious to me. Not a huge fan, really. Every game's gotta have it, and it's fine in moderation. Oh my god, I'm in less than 50 health already. I should probably be more careful. I should probably remember that I'm not playing on easy. I know that every game's gotta have the vent crawling sections, and it's fine to have a few of them, but I kind of just find most of them a lot of them really like kind of tedious. Especially this one. I don't really enjoy this one. Office Complex is a great chapter, but like this is easily the worst part of it. Delicious bone. I don't want to even imagine like how many fucking diseases you'd get if you like if you were trying to survive the Black Mesa incident and like you had no fucking food, you haven't eaten for like 2 days, you probably would eat some of this alien shit, right? You probably like would eat from a barnacle that you killed, or like try and cook a Vortigon. Like imagine the fucking diseases you get from that. My guy just slid off of the fucking thing he was sleeping on. You okay? Huh? He was fast asleep. Bro was napping. Bro was under the influence of sleep. He just slid right off. Curled up without caring in the world and just like slid right off right off the edge. He's okay. He literally doesn't care. He's already back to like washing himself. Time for the epic jump. Most memorable part of the chapter, probably. It took me God knows how many attempts as a kid, and I can just do it like completely easily in like one try nowadays. I just shouldn't fucking say anything. I should just stay silent for the rest of the game, honestly. Okay, we've got hostiles. I didn't like this chapter when I was younger, but I've grown to like it a lot more. Don't know if it's one of my favorites. What? Excuse me? Bro just ran through the trip mine and I was around the corner. Did I miss him doing like an epic somersault or something? Like, how the okay, that's wild. Thanks for fucking up everything, you stupid spectacled bitch. No, I knew that was gonna happen. I was literally my mouth was just about to say those words. That it was gonna blow that fucking thing up. So now we have the SMG, which is another great weapon. Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. Okay. I'm kind of thirsty. Delicious. Again, I'm still kind of in the mindset of like, I'm playing on easy mode, which is what I usually do. And I'm really not taking as much care as I should be. I'm probably gonna die soon. I'm probably not gonna make it through this chapter with like 0 deaths. Is there someone up there? No, whatever. So now we get the big plot twist. The big, epic plot twist.
Rescued at last. Thank God you're here.
No. Fuck. That works. I didn't just blow that guy up. He was obliterated into atoms. He was just removed. He's just gone. So yeah, you're supposed to do a whole conveyor thing, but I don't have the patience. I'll be completely real. So did I get all three of them? Yes, let's go. You're gonna get sucked. What's up? There's a bad time to need to reload. Okay. Oh. Damn, his legs are twitching. He's getting that shit good. Okay, this part I am probably gonna die in. If there's any part in this chapter where I'm probably gonna die, it's this one. If I can just make a run for it. Okay. Yeah. If I had actually stayed there and tried to fight all those guys, I probably would have ended up dying. But then I remembered, yeah, I can just run through it. It's fine. Guys, Jesus. I'm trying to charge my suit here. Get the fuck out of here. There's more of them? Well, I thought there was only two. I guess that might be like a hard mode thing, but shit. Well, there's only two of those guys. Shit. I'm out of grenades. Great. Fuck. Your dad's... And he's dead as well. Okay, nice. Shit. Die, please. You're so annoying. God. Oh, there is another one. Oh, fuck. There we go. First death. First death if you don't count me jumping into the bull squid pit of despair. That doesn't count. So I only have one grenade. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Actually, I might just like try and run through it right now. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go. Boom. And hopefully I can get this. Easy. Took a bit of full damage, but a little bit of full damage. It's inevitable in life. And you just gotta tank it, you just gotta take it.
Well, so much for the government. Their idea of treatment is to kill everyone associated with the project.
Can you look at me when I'm talking to you, please? I didn't know I could interrupt you, I'm sorry. Well, I feel really bad now, so... Okay, on to Blast Pit. God, I really am mixed about, like, the boss chapters in this game. So this is the first of them with the tentacle, and it's okay. Some parts of it can be pretty fun. Like the whole tentacle, you know, using sound, using grenades to distract it, like that have been pretty novel for the time, and I do appreciate that. I always just found it really annoying though, honestly. I never liked it. And there's not really much else to this chapter because there's this short bit with the train. Again, another example of like the enemies infighting each other just kind of naturally. I love that. It's such a cool detail. But yeah, this chapter, like there's this train bit, then we go into the silo, and then it's turning on like all the power and the fuel and that sort of stuff. I do like some of like the platforming challenges and like the puzzles with turning on all of the things that you need to do. But it's just navigating around the tentacles is just so annoying to me. I just do not like it at all. I do love the way that whole area looks, the kind of green atmosphere of it. I do really like it. It's pretty ambitious, you know, for its time, and I think it looks cool. It's definitely a cool set piece. It's just that what's inside this silo kind of blows a little bit. Can I kill you now? Yeah, I'm gonna kill you now. Can't even aim for shit. You suck at this. Try hit me. Try hit me, bro. Damn, you suck. And there's this famous sequence.
No! Get it off me! Get it off!
Yoink. Which thankfully they fixed, I believe, in the 25th anniversary update. Because that scientist animation used to lag behind and it looked really, really goofy. Yeah, so if this thing hears us, obviously that's supposed to be an indication that you're supposed to use like sound to kind of distract it and get like safely avoid it. I did not realize that as a kid. I had to like look up a walkthrough for this part because I was just completely stumped. Should I jump down to the lower levels? Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Okay, nice. Did it without full damage as well, which is super. I thought I would have taken full damage there, so that's actually sick. What's up, dude? I guess taking the lower path would have made things a bit easier on the way back up, because now I'm gonna have to go through 3 levels of the tentacle on the way back, but it's fine. It should be okay, I hope. This part also gave me a lot of grief as a kid. I would never be able to avoid getting chopped up by the fan blade. Okay, just barely made that. Whee! Still a really, really cool part, actually. I do really like this bit. It's, I mean, obviously it is based in reality, sort of. Like, I guess you conceivably might be able to like boost yourself up with a fan that giant and that fast, but like at the same time it is kind of an example of Half-Life just getting a little goofy with it, you know, because before you've been going through like vent shafts and, you know, fighting the military, which is all kind of, you know, fairly grounded if you just ignore the aliens and all that. But then it's just kind of like, yeah, you're just using a giant fan to like fly upwards into the air at like 60 miles an hour. It's just, it's kind of goofy, but I do love it. So there we go. We have the fuel and the oxygen. Now we just need to get the power, which again, I think I probably should have done first because it would have been easier to go backtrack, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just going to be a little annoying backtracking so much. So please look over there, my good sirs. Thank you very much. Did I manage to get those explosive boxes with a grenade from that distance? That's weird. I don't know how the fuck I managed that. If that is what happened, that's crazy. Also, that jump and this jump on the way back always fucked me over as a kid. Honestly, my ass is kind of starting to hurt sitting down for so long. I've kind of got a headache, so I think after Blast Pit, I'm gonna stop recording. Maybe like later tonight, I will edit this, or like at least start on editing this together into like a kind of super cut. Leave it for a few days and see if it turns out good. And if it turns out good, I mean, if I think it's to a good enough standard for me to post it, then obviously you'll know because you'll be watching me say these words right now. So, no, I'm good. I'm gonna take the elevator, it's fine. What's up? You look at me with your big old puppy dog eyes. One thing this chapter really does excel at, I guess, is like the scale of everything. Like all of these rooms are so like huge, like you've just got these huge silos, you know, and I guess like coming from stuff like Quake, this would have been like really impressive at the time. Just the sheer scale of this room, you know. And there we go. We have power. We have the technology. I also really like the lighting of this area in particular. It just looks really nice. Oh. No, I'm sorry. No, I could have saved him. Oh no, he's actually not. Oh, he was taking damage. That was it. Okay, it's okay. I'll save you.
Excellent. Someone has restored all power.
So that's your priority and not me saving your fucking life? Bitch ass. I was doing him a favor. They can't even climb ladders in this game. So he was just going to be stranded down there and die of starvation, right? And again, as we established before, if you eat one of those zombies, you are getting so many alien diseases. I was doing him a favor. So now we've got everything restored. We can go and blast this tentacle out of the pit. She blasted my pit until I resonance cascade. They should study my brain in a fucking lab, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess this section isn't too bad. Actually, no, I'm gonna try and make a run for it. I'm gonna be daring. Fuck it, just go. Never mind. What's up, guys? You gonna kill me? No? Oh, wow, you guys... Oh. Fuck. Oh, I should not have spoken too soon. Okay, okay, I'm gonna blow these up. Blow up these boxes. And then I'm gonna distract them to the other side of the room. Then slowly crawl my way over here. Are you kidding? Can I still can't get through here, can I? Okay, Just go. Break the fucking box! Run, please. Okay, I did blow up the boxes earlier. How did I do that? How did that grenade's explosion manage to... that's insane. That's some weird hitbox fuckery right there. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I'm fucking dead. God damn it. Oh. No, I'm not taking that hit. There's no way. Fuck that. So now look over there, please. Thank you very much. Very considerate. It still didn't... Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm just going to make a run for it again. So, now I know I can actually do that. If I just really hurry up and get lucky. Nice. Okay. Do not run into the barnacle this time. In fact, I'm just going to, like... There we go. Nice. Goodbye. I can't sit on this? Maybe I'm thinking of Half-Life Swords where you can do that. Boom. Always puzzled me why the kind of burning indicator appears in the corner when you don't actually take any damage. I think it does actually. No, yeah, I think if I had armor, it would take away some armor, but yeah. So that fucks. So I mean, I guess I am kind of speeding through the game right now, but yeah, it wasn't as tedious as I expected it to be. It wasn't as tedious as I remembered. I guess because I've played it so many times that I just know like the exact route to take and everything, but it's still not a chapter that I'm like fully 100% on. Like, it's fun, it's still fun. I don't think there's any outright unfun chapters as a whole. There's maybe a few unfun areas, like Zen for instance, especially more so than Black Mesa has some unfun areas, but I wouldn't say any full chapter in this game is like outright bad. I'd probably say the same for Half-Life 2 in the episodes as well. I don't think any of them are like outright bad, ever. I say my least favorite right now, this might stand after, you know, playing the game and like finishing this playthrough, which will be my first one in like a couple years, but I'm fucking stupid. I think like as it stands right now, my least favorite chapter is probably Interloper. I just, you know, maybe there's an argument to be made, you know, a lot of people don't really like residue processing, which I think that chapter is okay. I think it's more boring than Interloper is, but I think Interloper is just kind of functionally worse. I think I dislike Interloper more. Again, I don't think it's outright bad and like entirely like devoid of any entertainment or fun whatsoever. It's just like the least fun in the game as I remember it. I always fucking do that, god damn it. And the weapon sound effect was like late. It didn't happen, so I didn't even realize I had picked it up and was about to place it. Also, yeah, we got the 357 now, which I love the chrome texture of it. I love the way it looks in this game. It's like so flashy and just like so cool. Did it again. Good thing I hesitated that time. So I'm gonna pick up these trip mines and I'm gonna leave it here. So I'm guessing if you're watching this, then you can expect more Half-Life videos, more of me playing through the series. Let me do a full save. Boom. So that will do it for this. Half-Life 3 today, probably not. Half-Life 3 tomorrow, perhaps. Heck, by the time I get this video out, the game might have already been revealed. I don't know. Whenever it does happen, I'm absolutely recording my initial reaction, because that is a huge moment in gaming history. This series means like so much to me, and that is like the reveal of a game that people have been waiting for literally half their lives. In my case, most of my life. So, but whenever it happens, I will record my reaction, and stay tuned for more Half-Life.